Afghanistan continues to draw global attention since the Taliban takeover of ravaged nation just under 2 weeks ago. With the recent bombings at Kabul airport that was targeted by IS militants, leading to over 100 deaths, including US soldiers, there's bound to be more trouble brewing in this war-torn country, which surely does not augur well for the regional peace and harmony as well. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama, and these are the headlines of the hour. Places across the country rocked by water-induced disaster, leaving at least 5 dead. Many others reported missing. Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana not to be a part of petitions filed against the appointments made by Constitutional Council. As many as 170 deaths reported in Kabul attack. Pentagon says there are more credible threats against the airport. And an unexpected development, cricket coach Dave Watmore resigns, effective after the conclusion of the Oman Tri-Series in September. Places across the country were rocked by water-induced disaster, leaving at least 5 people dead, while many others are reported missing. Road connections in different parts of the country have also been disrupted due to landslides, while many places in the lowland areas of Tarai have been inundated. A person from Kailali and 2 individuals each from Rupandehi and Nawalparasi have been killed after they were swept away by flood. Meanwhile, 4 people are reported missing in Nawalparasi, and rural areas around headquarter Parasi have been submerged under flood water. Around 50 houses have been inundated in Bake district. Settlements around Rapti riverbank have also been inundated. Over 1,000 houses have been under flood water in Dhanusha, Mahottari, Nawalparasi, Rupandehi, Kapilvastu and Bake. Chief District Officer of Mahottari district, Tirtharaj Bhattarai, informed that people residing in the flood-prone zone have been evacuated to safer locations. Meanwhile, Parwaha, Aurahi, Kanakpati, among other villages in Dhanusha district have been inundated by floods on Jamuna river. Likewise, more than 60 houses have been submerged in Bardganga and Kapilvastu municipality. 15 houses were swept away by flood waters in Rupandehi. Rohini, Om Satya, Marchawari, Samarimai, Kanchan, among other areas, have been affected by flood water. Around 100 families have been displaced in the area. Meanwhile, vehicular movement was largely hampered by the landslide due to obstruction in various parts of the 40-kilometer road sections in the east-west highway from Bardaghat to Bhumahi and Bhutaha area. The effect of prolonged monsoon has been seen largely in Tarai region, with various parts of Tarai inundated. The Home Ministry, meanwhile, has urged the public to remain alert and move to safer locations to minimize the risk of inundation and other water-induced calamities. Moving on, Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana has said that he would not be a part of the first and last hearings of the petitions filed against the appointments made by Constitutional Council in various constitutional bodies riding on the ordinance. Some disputes erupted yesterday during the hearings in the petitions filed against the appointment at various constitutional bodies by the previous government, which led to Chief Justice announcing that he would no longer be a part of the hearings. Chief Justice Rana said that he would abstain the first and the last hearing on the petitions in this regard. This will pave way for the next senior-most Justice Deepak Kumar Karki to head the bench during the first hearing. Former Prime Minister KP Sharma only last December had brought the ordinance on Constitutional Council with a majority among the 3 members to endorse its decision. Riding on this amendment, the council meeting comprising former Prime Minister Oli, Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana and Chairman of National Assembly Ganesh Prasad Timsina had made appointments in over 3 dozen constitutional bodies. Senior Advocate Dinesh Tripathi and Advocate Om Prakash Aryal had moved the Supreme Court against the government appointments. The country continues to reel under COVID-19 as 25 COVID patients succumbed to the virus yesterday, taking the coronavirus death count to 10,663. The country's total infection tally has reached 756,492 as 1,577 tested positive for the virus. 2,337 have registered full recovery, taking the total recoveries to 708,230. The recovery rate stands at 93.6%. There are 37,599 active cases at the moment, out of which 34,676 are in home isolation, 622 in intensive care units, and 171 on ventilator support. District level and rural roads of hilly region from east to west Nepal remain obstructed for vehicular movement during monsoon. In this context, in our Public Voice segment, we've asked in Putan, Arghakhachi and Sankhua Sabha how should roadways be constructed to avail vehicular movement throughout the year. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
प्राविधिक एस्टिमेट गर्ने पहिला त्यसपछि मात्र बाटोहरु बनाउनको लागि निरन्तरता दिनुपर्छ।
धेरै विकास भएको देखाउनु भन्दा पनि भएको सडकहरुलाई स्तरोन्नति गर्दा राम्रो हुने म ठान्दछु।
बर्खामा चाहिँ त्यो राम्ररी हेर विचार नभएकोले नचलेको।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, why has the Nepal Telecom's profit gone down? Your options are A. Managerial lapses, B. Non-cooperative employees, and C. Pandemic effect. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for the sports update. Team Nepal's cricket coach Dave Watmore has resigned, effective after the conclusion of the Oman Tri-Series in September. Dave Watmore wrote a letter to the cricket governing body CAN, informing that he would not be available for coaching job at the end of Nepal's upcoming cricket series in Oman. Watmore has cited personal reason for quitting the job, saying that he felt the need to remain with his family during this time of pandemic. Time now for our special segment, Media Watch.
The Election Commission formally recognized the Madhav Kumar Nepal-led CPN Unified Socialist Party and the Mahanta Thakur-led Democratic Socialist Party as new parties on Wednesday. The CPN Unified Socialist Party, under the chairmanship of Madhav Kumar Nepal, was formed by splitting from CPN-UML, while the Mahanta Thakur-led Democratic Socialist Party was formed by breaking away from Janata Samajwadi Party. The Election Commission handed both the new parties their certificates on Wednesday night. With the addition of the two new parties, the total number of parties in the country has reached 97. CPN Unified Socialist Party and Democratic Socialist Party have become the fourth and sixth largest party in the country, respectively. CPN-UML leader Bhim Prasad Acharya, who was once dubbed as close to Madhav Kumar Nepal and had later quit the faction to remain in the mainstream party, was appointed as the Chief Minister of Province 1 on Thursday. Chief Minister Acharya, a fierce critic of Chairman KP Sharma Oli, was appointed to the post following support from Chairman Oli himself. After incumbent Chief Minister Sherdan Rai tendered his resignation on Thursday morning, Province Chief Somnath Adhikari appointed Acharya to the post on the same day. The leadership of the province government was changed to avoid a possible split in the provincial assembly after the formation of CPN Unified Socialist Party. Leader Acharya, being appointed as the Chief Minister, is seen by analysts as a part of Chairman Oli's political gambits. Chief Minister of Lumbini Province, Kulprasad Kesi, secured the vote of confidence from the Provincial Assembly on Monday. 43 lawmakers were present during the voting process, out of which 42 lawmakers voted in support of the Chief Minister. No one voted against him, while one lawmaker remained neutral. The main opposition CPN-UML boycotted the voting process. This is Abhyuday Shrestha for Media Watch and Kantipur News Desk.
That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.